It is so lovely to see you today and to be with you. How is everybody doing? It's felt like a while since I last saw you actually. It's been, a couple of weeks. So, really lovely to be back in class and lovely to be with you all. I know it's been a really trying time and we're all just doing our best, aren't we? We're all just doing our best to get through it. And please let me know how you're going if you want to unmute yourself and just tell me a little bit about the symptoms that you may have been dealing with for the last 24 hours. I often ask for symptoms rather than a diagnosis because people with similar diagnoses, or different diagnoses, may have similar symptoms. So diagnoses, not that relevant I don't think for this class, but the symptoms that you're going through, so whether that's anxiety, stress, depression, whatever it is, feel free to let me know and I'll try and craft the class to suit you. We have had one request, which was to focus on the mind-body connection and specifically holding tension around the neck. And it's a very interesting kind of phenomena that we tend to hold our tension in similar places. So the jaw, the neck, shoulders, the back, the hips, the diaphragm, and the pelvic floor. So these are all very common areas where we hold stress. And I don't know if you've ever wondered how come it is that we all hold stress in very similar areas. And I would say that it's related very much to the mind-body connection and the vagus nerve, which is this very large wandering nerve that runs from the brainstem down through the spinal column and spreads out through the torso of the body. So the vagus nerve stimulation, polyvagal theory is some of the latest techniques in mental health to help people with a range of mental health symptoms. And we're going to use it today, of course. So feel free, I'm just going to let a couple more students in, but if you'd like to, take yourself off mute and let me know how you're going. Don't be shy, I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. Not today? Okay, that's alright. That's totally fine. You don't have to speak up. The other thing I want to let you know is that if you want to put your video on so I can see you and offer adjustments, then that's fine. But if you would like to keep your camera off and stay anonymous, that's also fine, I totally understand. This is a welcoming space and I really encourage you guys to also, develop friendships within the group. And you'll find that you probably have a lot more in common than you have different. Alright, so I thought that because we're focusing on the mind-body connection and storage of tension, let's lay down on the back and start with the progressive muscle relaxation, especially focusing in the head, the neck, and the jaw. So if you'd like to, please lay down and I'll talk you through a progressive muscle relaxation for the upper body. Beautiful. So I'm going to stay sitting. You feel free to lay down. You might want to put a cushion underneath your knees or a blanket over you. And first of all, what I'd like you to do is just focus on the back body, where the body is actually touching the floor. And feel the support that the floor is actually giving to your body through these places, back of the head, back of the shoulders, back of the arms, down through the spine, into the buttocks, back of the legs, calf muscles, and the heels. So just move through the body from the head down to the feet and just notice where the body has contact with the floor and what sensation is there, that support the floor is actually giving you. nice deep inhale in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils as well. Good. Moving your awareness into the back of the head where it's touching the floor. Begin to soften and dissolve into the scalp. And just notice that as you ask your body to relax, the sensation slightly changes. Move your awareness into the occipital bones at the base of the skull and soften there. And what we're doing is we're actually talking to the body, so it's called biofeedback. And we're telling the body to relax, and it works very, very well. So this is the mind-body connection, and the vagus nerve is responsible for this mind-body connection that we have. Just move your awareness into the back of the ears. Just notice the sensation there and ask back of the ears, the earlobe, inside the ear, just to relax. Moving your awareness into the temples. Because there's a slight indentation there and also a gap in the bone structure, you might notice the sensation in the temples is actually quite different to the cheekbone and to the forehead. Just notice the sensation in the temples. Moving into the forehead, ask the forehead to relax. Talk to your body. It responds really, really well to biofeedback. Moving into the eyebrows. Just let the eyebrows completely relax, and you will be surprised how much tension we hold in our eyebrows. And the skin around the eyes. The eyes themselves relax, release into the eye socket. As you relax into the eyes, you might notice that the occipital bones at the back of the skull do release a little bit deeper because the eyes and the occipital bones are connected through nerves. And now we're going to move to the jaw. And first of all, what I'd like to do is just unclench the jaw if you've been unaware that you've been holding tension there. And just place your tongue either behind the teeth or behind the first ridge on the hard palate of the upper mouth. And that will just keep the jaw slightly open for you. This is a meditation practice actually. The way that you do long-term meditation is to place the tongue either behind the ridge or behind the teeth. And that just allows the jaw to relax so that you're not gripping through the jaw as you're trying to meditate. So relaxing very deeply into the jaw. And just feel the weight of the bones of where the jaw connects to the upper part of the face. Just feel that joint there. And just ask that to release and relax. You wouldn't believe how much tension we hold in the jaw. Take a nice deep inhale here, nice deep inhale, breathing in through the nostrils. And exhaling through the nostrils as well. Beautiful. And just coming under the jaw, just come to the sides of the neck. This is called the sternocleidomastoid muscle. And oftentimes, if our head is forward of the spine, it is this muscle that is doing a lot of work. So just make sure that the back of the neck is lovely and long, and you just feel the skin there become slightly taut as you drop the chin down and slightly back. Just making sure that the top of the head is directly over the spine, even as you're laying down. into the back of the neck where the spinous erectus muscle engages from the top of the spine all the way down to the base. And just relax very deeply into the back of the neck. And then we come to the shoulders. Trapezius muscle holds an incredible amount of tension. And I often think, we hold a lot of tension in this area because this is where the mind-body connection is actually happening between the mind and the mind. We associate it with the brain. But really when you do a lot of yoga work, physical work and meditation, you begin to realize that the surface of the mind and the surface of the body are very interconnected. So relaxing into the trapezius muscles. And just notice, as you ask this part of the body to relax, notice the sensation change. Hopefully it becomes a little bit lighter, not quite as heavy. And then we're going to move into the shoulder joint. Now, the shoulder joint, very interesting joint. The muscle doesn't sit directly over the joint itself. The joint is more exposed. And obviously the shoulder joint does an incredible amount of work. Every time we lift our arms 90 degrees, we're engaging the shoulder joint and the deltoids. So just relax and release very deeply into the shoulder joints. Notice the sensation change there. Hopefully it becomes lighter. Moving your awareness down the arms, into the elbow joint. Ask the body to relax. Talk to your body lovingly, and it will respond very, very well. Moving your awareness down the forearms into the wrists. And resting your awareness in the palm, the open palm of the hand. Make sure that your palms are turned up. And that sends a signal to the parasympathetic nervous system that you are open to receive. And that's a great way to start class. Just noticing the sensations in the fingertips. A nice deep inhale in through the nostrils. Beautiful. I'm just going to get you to bring your feet together and just draw the right foot up the inside of the left thigh, coming into Supta Vrksasana. Tree posture, which we usually do balancing. We can do it on the floor. And just gently touching the elbows, bring the elbow points above the head. And just tuck those shoulder blades back down the back body. Good. We're going to come into Nadi Shodhana here. Our beautiful pranayama today. Nadi Shodhana means energy cleansing. Nadi is an energy channel. Shodhana means to clear. And so exhale all the breath out through the nostrils. And just with your intention, inhale through the left nostril. And exhale through the right nostril, just with your intention. Good. Inhale through the right nostril, just with your intention. And exhale through the left nostril. Working directly with the vagus nerve here. Inhale through the left nostril. Exhaling through the right nostril. So the vagus nerve, or the autonomic nervous system, plays an important role in the amount of breath that comes through each of the nostrils. We're playing with that a little bit here. Inhale through the right nostril for a count of 4. And exhale through the left nostril, count of 4.
one more set. Inhale through the left nostril. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Count of 4. And exhale through the left. Beautiful. Inhale through both nostrils for a count of 4. And exhale through both nostrils, count of 4. Beautiful. I'm just going to bring my arms back down beside my body and set this right foot on the floor. I'm going to hug the left knee into my chest. Beautiful. And when you're ready, sending the sole of the foot up to the ceiling. You can either grab a hold of the ankle or interlace your fingers behind the back of the hamstring, not the knee, but the hamstring, a little bit lower than the knee. Good. If you'd like to use your strap, wrap it around the foot, bend the elbows, and try to move this foot in line with the third eye chakra. Level 2s, if you'd like to go a little bit deeper, extend the right foot away, pressing down, really press down, earth that right leg. Good, so here we have a different sensation happening into the back of the knee and the hamstrings. Beautiful, breathing in deeply. Allowing the back of the knee and the hamstrings to open up. Feel the warmth come in as the blood begins to flow. Pressing down through this right leg. If you have the leg bent, that's fine. Level 2s, let's lengthen this right leg. Really press down into the heel as if you're standing on it. Good. Nice deep inhale, breathing in. And gently, gently, we can release and relax. I'm going to draw this right leg up again and place the left ankle on the right knee, coming into the reverse pigeon. Just bringing my feet off the floor, left hand between the thighs, right hand behind the back of the right thigh, interlace my fingers and begin to draw the right knee to the right shoulder. And it's the left hip that'll start speaking to you. So using your mind to become aware of the sensation in the left hip. Beautiful, nice deep inhale, breathing in deeply. Exhaling through the nostrils. Let that tension go. Beautiful. Nice deep inhale. And placing the foot back onto the floor. And the left foot comes to the floor as well. Let's do a nice Setu Bandhasan. So facing the palms face down on the floor. I'm going to inhale and begin to lift the tailbone off the floor. Just make sure the knees are hip distance apart. Moving up through the upper back. Draw the shoulder blades underneath the body. And level 2s, if you'd like to interlace the fingers, press down through the arms. And lift, lift, lift. Beautiful opening for the upper back and the neck. Nice deep inhale, breathing in. Beautiful openness through the front body. And beautiful support through the back body. The real yin and yang of the posture. Gently down. Open the arms, separate the shoulders away from the spine. And slowly lower the tailbone back to the floor. And extend both legs away. Beautiful. We better do that on the opposite side. So just flexing through the feet as if you're standing on them. And drawing the left foot to the inside of the right leg. Allowing that Left knee to fall out. Beautiful openness here through the inner groins on that left side. Now this time, grab the elbows the opposite way and move them over the head. Draw the shoulder blades back down the back body. Good. Nadi Shodhana, our beautiful pranayama today, cleansing the energy channels of the body. One of the things that I find about having mental health symptoms is that it often affects your vitality, which is a direct result of the energy channels not being clear. So let's work to open the energy channels of the body here. Exhale the breath out through both nostrils. Inhale through the left, count of 4. Just with your intention. Exhaling through the right, count of 4. And don't worry if it takes you a little while to get the nostrils to cooperate with you. Inhale through the right nostril. And exhaling through the left. That's one set. Good. Inhale through the left. And exhaling through the right. Nice and slow. Let's slow everything right down. Good. Inhaling through the right. Exhaling through the left. Nice and soft. Keep that breath moving along. Don't get caught anywhere. Good. Last set. Inhale through the left. And exhale through the right. Good. Inhale through the right nostril, just with your intention. And exhale through the left. Good. Inhale through both nostrils, count of 4. Exhale through both nostrils, count of 4. Once more, just like that. Inhale both nostrils, count of 4. And exhale through both nostrils, count of 4. Beautiful. I'm just going to move my arms back down, open my palms up. Good, and set this left foot onto the ground. Good. Really nice. Perfect. I'm going to bend this right knee into the chest and moving it to the right shoulder. If you are quite flexible and you feel like the ribs are getting in the way, just move it underneath the armpit. So just move it a slight bit to the right. And when you're ready, sending the sole of the foot up to the heavens. You can either interlace behind the back of the thigh here, grab a hold of the ankle, or 2 fingers around the big toe called the pistol grip. You're using a strap, just wrap it over the ball of the foot and bend the elbows to move the foot towards the third eye chakra. Good. Level 2s. Level 1s, you can stay here, no worries at all. Level 2s, extend through this left leg. Really earth it down, down, down. And that will actually pull the pelvis down instead of the pelvis being riding up. You want the pelvis to be riding down. And to do that, you have to earth that left leg. Good. Breathing in deeply. So we're opening up. Releasing tension. Feel, how does the posture feel to you? What's it doing to your body? Feeling the warmth as the blood flows in. Feeling exactly where the posture is asking my body to release, which is the back of the hamstrings here. On the other side, it's more into the back of the knee, but this side, a little bit tighter through the hamstrings. Nice deep inhale, breathing in deeply. And gently when you're ready, you can release. Slowly lowering it back down. Good. Bend this left knee, place the right foot onto the knee and allow the right knee to fall back away. Right hand goes between the thighs, left hand to the outside of the thigh, interlace the fingers and draw the left knee towards the left shoulder. And it's the right hip this time that will be speaking to you. You might even feel it a little bit into the sciatica. Back of the pelvis. Breathing in deeply. Reverse pigeon, beautiful posture. Nice deep inhale, breathing in deeply. Exhaling, releasing that tension. Beautiful work. When you're ready, placing the left foot back on the ground and the right foot hip distance apart from the left. We're going to come into Setu Bandhasan. Palms facing the floor now. Begin to inhale as you lift the tailbone off the floor. Slowly peeling the spine up. You can move the hands underneath the back body, interlace the fingers if you like, and press down firmly through the arms. The support is all through the back body, the yang of the posture. The yin of the posture is the openness of the front body. Beautiful posture for depression or lethargy, lack of motivation. Setu Bandhasan, beautiful posture. Nice deep inhale. One more, just like that, breathing in deeply. And gently, gently moving the shoulder blades away, lowering the back to the ground and hugging the knees into the chest. Just rock gently side to side. Rocking is so comforting. Nice deep inhale, breathing in deeply. And you can sigh it out if you like. Just let it go, let it go. One more just like that. Nice deep inhale. Big sigh, let it go. Beautiful. A little more rocking motion there, it's so comforting. Releasing tension through the breath. Good work. Perfect. When you're ready, drop your knees over to the left or the right and come up to a sitting position. Beautiful. We're going to come into threading the needle and the rabbit, just to work into the upper back a little bit. So we're on all fours, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And I'm going to press down through the right hand as I lift the left, twisting into the spine. Now just check that you haven't moved the hips, that you have an even placed weight between the knees. Nice deep inhale. And gently let it flow. And again, inhale to lift. Check the knees, the weight of the knees, weight distribution between the knees. Don't move the hips, but rather open the chest. And gently let it flow. Last time, inhale to lift. Nice deep inhale. And this time we're going to thread the needle. So this arm, this left arm, goes along the floor at shoulder height, as far away as I can send it, left shoulder to the floor, side of the face on the ground. And my right hand, I can move that to support myself. Now ideally, I want some space between the shoulder and the ear. So if you can, move the head slightly forward. I've picked it up off the ground and just moved it forward. I'm going to stretch into that sternocleidomastoid muscle. Beautiful. Support yourself with the right hand. Level 2s if you'd like to wrap. The arm comes around. Breathing in through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. Beautiful. Nice deep inhale. Placing this right hand back onto the floor. Push down through the right hand and come back up onto all fours. Beautiful openness through the upper back in that posture. Puppy posture, extend the hands forward. As the chest comes down, just notice that the shoulder blades slide down the back belly. Bringing this openness of the chest towards the floor and this deep bow. Feel the openness of the armpit chest, sides of the body underneath the armpit. And breathe in there, breathe into the armpit chest. Breathing in, count of 4. Exhale, count of 4. Last breath, inhale, count of 4. Exhale, count of 4. Beautiful. Gently coming up. I'm going to come into the rabbit posture. So I'll bring my knees together and my hips come back to the heels. I'm just going to place my forearms onto the floor with the elbows underneath the shoulders. The top of my head is going to come onto the mat in between my arms. I tuck my chin close to the chest and the top of the head comes down, lifting the hips. Beautiful massage for the upper back, the rabbit. Nice deep inhale. And gently, gently back down. I love the rabbit because you're rolling onto the crown chakra and it's just very uplifting. So let's come onto the other side with threading the needle, back onto all fours. Knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to press down through the left hand and lift the right this time. Right comes up, don't move the hips, just twist the spine. Not easy, I don't mean just, it's not easy. Nice deep inhale. And gently let it flow. Good. 2 more. As we inhale, lift the right hand up, up, up. Check the knees that you're not moving the hips. The weight distribution between the knees should be very even. And exhale. Let it flow. Last time, breathing in deeply, all the way up. And on the exhale, we're going to thread the needle. Send this right arm along the floor, shoulder height. Till the shoulder comes to the floor. And the side of the face comes down. Now, ideally, I want some space between the shoulder and the ear. So just see if you can set your head a little bit further away from the shoulder. And then you'll get a really nice stretch into the sternocleidomastoid muscle. Level 2s, if you'd like to wrap the arm around. If you're not feeling stable, just keep this left hand on the floor. Beautiful. Breathing in deeply. Nice deep inhale. Placing the left hand back onto the floor if it isn't already. Push through the left hand and come back. Puppy posture. Extend the hands forward. And as the chest drops into this deep bow, feel the shoulder blades slide down the back ribs. Good. Feel the openness of the armpit chest. And let's breathe in here. So where the latissimus dorsi muscle is at the side here, breathe in here. Okay? Expanding the chest to the side. Getting more beautiful prana into the body. Nice deep inhale. And gently coming up. Beautiful. Hips back to the heels. We'll come into the rabbit. Placing my forearms onto the floor. My head is going to come right down in between my arms. I'm going to tuck my chin close to the sternum, base of the throat. Forehead comes towards the knees. So lift the pelvis up, rolling onto the crown chakra. Now just be careful, don't go hyperextending the back of the neck. Be gentle, breathing in. And gently coming back. I love the rabbit. Open the knees into Balasana. Forehead coming down to the hands. The rabbit is a beautiful posture because it's a half inversion, so you're actually getting fresh blood into the brain and giving the heart a rest. Sometimes the heart gets weary. It needs a rest. Beautiful. We're in Balasana here, so let's come into our spinal awareness breath. So with our intention, just like we did with Nadi Shodhana, we're going to breathe in through the tailbone, bring the mind and the breath up the vertebra, having light awareness of the spine all the way to the crown chakra. On the exhale, breathe with the mind back down the vertebra to the tailbone. Okay, this is a mindfulness-based stress reduction technique, wonderful to use anytime. So using the mind and the breath together sends a very strong signal to the parasympathetic nervous system that everything is good, safe, calm, happy. Breathing into the tailbone, bring the breath and the awareness up the vertebra to the crown of the head. And on the exhale, exhale from the crown of the head back down the vertebra to the tailbone. Good, you've got 3 more. Breathing in. What I love about the spinal awareness breath is it regulates the breath pattern as well. So you tend to breathe in the same amount of time that you breathe out for. And again, this is just a beautiful way to tell the parasympathetic nervous system and the vagus nerve that everything is good. So then we can move into what's called the relaxation response. And the relaxation response is where the brain starts to send out feel-good hormones like endorphins, serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, and we start to feel and get that yoga glow going. Beautiful. 2 more here, spinal awareness breaths, breathing in and up from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And exhaling from the crown of the head back down to the tailbone. Good, last one. Beautiful. Gently, let's come into our downward dog. So, hands a little bit forward of the shoulders. Knees hip width apart. Turn the toes under. Take a nice deep inhale to hold. On the exhale, always go up into a bent leg, downward dog. So keep the knees bent. I'll talk you through straightening them. What I don't want you to do is to press too hard into the Achilles. The Achilles actually wraps underneath the heel bone. I don't know if you can feel that. And if we come into downward dog just by pressing down through the Achilles, you can actually inflame underneath the heel bone. It's very painful. So we're into this bent leg down dog. Let's just get the arms and the head right. So the ears are between the arms. So don't let the head fall forward. Extend the back of the neck so you have the energy running from the tailbone straight up to the crown of the head. Turn the shoulder blades or the tops of the shoulders away from the ears and move the shoulder blades down the back body. Now, if you're too far forward, your wrists are going to hurt. They're going to start hurting about now. So move all the weight of the body back. Back, 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 back. Hips are nice and high. And when you're ready, move the tops of the thighs back first. So feel the femur move in the hip joint. Move it back. Tops of the thighs go back, opening the backs of the knees. And the last thing that you do is begin to press down, opening the calf muscles and the Achilles. See, can you feel the Achilles wraps underneath the heel bone? You don't want to inflame that. Good. Nice deep inhale, breathing in. One more breath, breathing in deeply. Good. We're going to move the right foot forward towards the hands, stepping into the middle between the hands, the right foot. And if you can't quite get there, it's not easy. You can use your hand to move the foot forward. Good. We're going to come into Trikonasana. And I'm just going to grab my block. Now you can use a chair as well. So, Trikonasana. We've got heel on heel alignment. So we're in the same line here. Toes turn slightly in for the back foot to give you some stability. And if you're using a block, you place it just behind the ankle to the right side of the right leg. Drawing the left hand to the left hip, open the hips out to the side. Good. That's it. Open the front of the pelvis out. So this left hip is high and it's as far left as I can push it. When you're ready, lifting the left arm up, breathing in deeply. Now earth down through the legs. Feel as if you're slightly trying to push the feet apart. Getting good contact through the feet into the floor. Beautiful. Trikonasana is wonderful for sciatica and depression. Very, very good. Lethargy, fatigue, lack of motivation, lack of joy to live. Trikonasana, wonderful posture. Nice deep inhale, breathing in. Exhaling through the nostrils, let it go. One more breath in here, breathing in deeply. And gently. Hand back to the hip. Face both hips back to this front leg. Bending the front knee, place the hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Turn the back heel off the floor, turn it directly back, and step the right foot back. Downward facing dog. Knees bent is fine. You get all the same benefits of the posture if you're here. And if you're working to straighten the legs and you're not quite straight yet, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. It'll happen over time. When you're ready, step the left foot forward. Turn the back right heel in and just check that this heel and the back heel are in the same alignment. Toes slightly turned in on the back foot and the front leg is nice and straight. If you're using a block or if you're using a chair, you can also hold onto a chair very easily. Placing the block just in behind the left ankle to the left side of the left leg. Draw the right hand to the right hip and then open the pelvis to the side. Nice and open through the pelvis. So this right hip is up as high as I can get it and as far right as I can get it. Gently bringing the right arm up, breathing in deeply. Then you can change the alignment of your block depending on your flexibility. Breathing in deeply. The drishti point is actually the thumb. So if you can, turn the chin. And if you find that you have a sore neck or if you've ever had whiplash, press the tongue into the roof of the mouth and you'll activate the sternocleidomastoid muscles, side of the neck, and that can just support the vertebra that little bit more. Beautiful. 2 more breaths in here. Soft, long, deep breaths. Beautiful. Gently, gently. Right hand back to right hip. Turn the hips towards this front left foot. Good work. Bend the front knee. Turn the back toes forward. Step back, downward facing dog. Good work. Very nice. Very, very nice. Enjoy. Last downward facing dog for the class. And take 3 to 5 breaths here. When you're done, just rest in Balasana. Nice deep inhale. And gently down. Beautiful. Just resting in Balasana. You can do your spinal awareness breath again if you like as you're resting here. Beautiful. And gently, gently coming back up to sitting. Beautiful work. Okay. I'm going to move myself against the wall just for one pranayama. We'll come into. And so I'm going to sit against the wall. Feel free to sit against the wall on a cushion. Or if you prefer, lay down. That's fine. No problems at all. I got a new bolster. It's very, very high. I forgot how high the new bolsters are until you sort of squish them into your preferred shape. They take a little while. So I've got a few new pieces of equipment. I've got a new barrel, very exciting, and a new bolster. So just sitting cross-legged, you can just pop one foot in front of the other in Sukhasana, or tuck one foot in behind the calf muscle, and the other foot, the instep, is hugging the calf muscle on the other side. This is Siddhasana, whichever one you prefer, it doesn't matter. Actually, it doesn't matter that much.
Beautiful. I'm just going to place my left hand in front of my right for females, and for males, place the right hand in front of the left. This is a Tibetan recommendation. The energy moves slightly differently between male and female bodies. And so there's a slight difference in the way they recommend people to sit. Good. Just lowering the gaze or closing the eyes. Breathing in through both nostrils for a count of 4. Exhaling through both nostrils, count of 4. Breathing in. Exhale. Beautiful. Breathing in. Count of 4 into the abdomen, lower ribs, upper chest. Exhale from the upper chest. Down through lower ribs, into the abdomen. Just tuck the abdomen slightly back to the spine as you finish the exhale. Good. Breathing in. Abdomen first. Lower ribs, upper chest. Exhale from the upper chest. Lower ribs, abdomen. Just tuck the abdomen slightly back. 2 more. Breathing in for 4. Abdomen, lower ribs, upper chest. Exhale from the upper chest. Down through. Just tuck the abdomen back. Good. Let's go for 6. Breathing in for 6. Exhale for 6. Now if 6 is too much, just stick to 4. No problems at all. But if your mind is calm, 6 should be okay. Breathing in for 6. Breathing in, abdomen, lower ribs, upper chest, to the collarbones. Exhale from the collarbones. Down through the upper chest, lower ribs, and just tuck the belly slightly back to the spine. And again, breathing in for 6. Exhale for 6. One more. Breathing in for 6. Exhale for 6. We're going to come into Viloma, which means going against the grain. So breathing in for a count of 4 or 6, depending on how comfortable you are. Breathing in. Exhale for 2. 1, 2, and hold the breath gently. Exhale for 2. 1, 2. Hold the breath gently. Exhale for 2. 1, 2. Good. Breathing in for 6. Exhale for 2 and hold. Exhale for 2 and hold. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Let that inhale come flooding in like fresh rain, fresh water. Sucking it in. Exhale for 2 and hold. Exhale for 2 and hold. Exhale for 2. Beautiful. Breathing in. Viloma means going in against the grain, so we're going against the natural flow of the exhale. Good. Exhale for 2 and hold. Exhale for 2 and hold. Exhale for 2. Beautiful. 3 more. Breathing in for 6. Exhale for 2 and gently hold. Exhale for 2 and gently hold. Exhale for 2. 2 more. Breathing in your own time. Exhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Breathing in. for 2 and hold. Exhale for 2 and hold. Exhale for 2. Beautiful. Breathing in for 6. Exhale for 6. Out through the nostrils. Let it flow like a river. Don't get stuck anywhere. Beautiful. Inhale for 6. Exhale for 6. Beautiful. Let's inhale for 4. Should be very easy. Exhale for 4. Last time, breathing in for 4. Exhale for 4. Beautiful. Letting go of the pranayama. Bringing your awareness to the opening of the nostrils. And just feeling the touch of the breath as the breath falls in and out of the nostrils. Find your stillness, samadhi, single pointed concentration at the opening of the nostrils. Feeling the breath flow as it naturally comes in, flows out. Beautiful. Lovely. Gently, gently, if you'd like to stretch your arms above your head. Get a long line for the body. And just bring your hands into the heart center. Sending out loving vibrations of peace, joy, compassion, and loving kindness to you and to all beings. Just gently bringing the fingertips to the forehead for purity of thought, fingertips to the lips for purity of speech, and fingertips to the heart for purity of feeling. I offer you namaste, and I hope that you have a very beautiful day. Thank you so much for coming to class. Namaste. Lovely. Well, guys, feel free to let me know how the class was. If you wanted to contact me privately, some people do, and that's fine. Of course, I'm available for one-on-one counselling, mental health counselling, and one-on-one yoga therapy sessions. Feel free to contact me and I will send you through the client intake form. So let me know, how are you going? How was that?
That was great, Kyla. I really enjoyed today.
Oh, great, Lorraine. Lovely to see you.
Yes.
How's Sydney lockdown going for you, darling?
Same. It's just one big long day.
It is, isn't it? It's like Groundhog Day. It is.
Yeah.
It's like Groundhog
Yeah.
Day. Yep, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, it's lovely to see you. You're doing well. We're all surviving. We're all making it through. So
That's
good for
right.
you. Lovely to see
Yep.
you.
Thank you. Have a nice weekend.
You too, darling.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. That was a lovely close.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed that, Linda. Lovely to see you, darling.
Really.
How have you been?
Yeah, good to
Been
see
all
you.
right?
Oh, well, pretty anxious.
Pretty anxious.
Yeah.
And I think, me too. And, I came out of retreat. I was on a 10-day retreat, and I came out of retreat, and I shouldn't have switched on the news, I don't think. I think I should have just avoided the news channel altogether. I switched on the news yesterday, and there was that, that story from New Zealand, which just made me
Wow.
think. So, yeah. It's a very challenging time at the moment, and I'm so glad that we have each other. And as I said, I really encourage you guys to reach out to each other as well. We're all in the same boat here, all living with mental health symptoms, and coming together and doing our practice together is it's the highlight of my week anyway. So thank you so much for coming along.
Thanks, Kyla. So relaxing. It was just wonderful.
Good. Oh, that's good. Lovely to see you, darling. How have you been?
I
You been
admire-
all right?
I admire the way you can go on retreat and on your own. I think it would be easier in a group, but to spend that time at home in retreat is very productive, isn't it?
It really is, and it's. I've done probably somewhere between 20 and 30 of these retreats over the last 15 years. I've only sat by myself twice. That was my second time of actually sitting by myself. And I find it actually incredibly therapeutic. And this touches on our subject today of the mind-body connection. I think I've told you before that I have PTSD from a car accident that I was in when I was a teenager. And I hold a lot of physical soft tissue damage in through the abdomen here from being in a bad car accident. And this time in retreat, I was able to relax enough to release the soft tissue tension, and it has never felt so free. Not ever. Not since the car accident. So it's you get these benefits, and you sort of think, okay, well that was really worthwhile, very therapeutic. To be able to sort of face, the images of what trauma is being held in the body, and to be able to breathe through and release it through meditation and my pranayama. It was very powerful, and I'm just so grateful. It's so hard to take the time. 10 days is, it's hard to take the time out of your life. It's not easy. But I really think it's incredibly worth it. And, sometimes for PTSD, it's not helpful. Talking therapy is not always helpful. It can be quite triggering. So the non-verbal therapies like yoga and like meditation and pranayama, I find really, really helpful on a whole other level, rather than talking through, what happened and how I felt about it. But letting it go in this present moment, my back has never felt so good, so something worked.
Well, that's fantastic. I admire your motivation and discipline. That's incredible, really.
Well,
To be able to do
I
that.
think sometimes, teachers teach what they need to know. And for me, it's been, that accident was life-changing. It was a long time ago now, but it was life-changing. And it's continued to challenge me and to deepen my awareness of therapeutic use of yoga. And it's helped me enormously. And once something helps you can't keep it to yourself. You want to share it. You want to give it to others. So, so that's really the motivation, is I know something is working for me, and I want to share it with other people and see, does it also work for you? And getting that feedback that it does is just, absolutely wonderful.
Oh, I certainly appreciate your generosity and skill. being able to pass that on. So thanks so much for that. It was just so relaxing today.
Oh, good. I'm glad you really enjoyed it. That's perfect. Thank you so much for that lovely feedback. That's gorgeous. Yes.
Have a great
Have a wonderful
time.
weekend, and I'll see you again. So my next class is on Monday. I'll be teaching Monday at 10 o'clock for yoga for anxiety and depression.
Yeah, Saturday works well, but I'll see how I go Monday. Thank you very much.
No
Anyway.
worries.
Really.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Anybody else? Lovely. Well, I'm always here to chat. Bye, Linda. I'm always here to chat if anybody wants to chat with me. I mean, students do contact me privately and you know, have a nice chat, which is lovely, and I'm here for that.
Thank you for that, Kyla. That was absolutely wonderful.
Oh, thanks, Catherine. Lovely to see you.
Yeah. No, that was great.
Oh, good.
Really stretched my back out, which was very helpful.
Good. This is the thing. We don't realise sometimes how much tension we're actually holding, you know, until you...
No, and usually I don't until after the yoga's done and I go, oh, I didn't realize that was all there.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah.
And the same happens to me as well, especially when it comes to the jaw. I didn't realise when I was meditating how much tension I was holding in my jaw until I did that tongue alignment where you push the tongue behind the teeth or behind the first ridge of the hard palate, and that just keeps the jaw slightly open for you. And you can practice like that. You can do your yoga like that, meditation like that, and it's just really helpful to release all that tension that's caught up between the mind and the body.
Yeah.
Caught up here.
Yeah. I'm so glad as well that you enjoyed your retreat so much and found so much benefit out of that. That's wonderful.
So wonderful, so lucky to have the technique. And you know, this is the thing, it's like once somebody gives you the technique and you know it works, you can't help it, you just want to go do it, you know. So yeah, I'm very lucky to have been given the technique.
Cool. Well, thank you again and have a wonderful weekend.
Yes, you too, my darling. You take care of yourself. I'll see you again.
You as well.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Lovely. TJ, did you have anything to say? Or? It's fine. No worries at all. We'll see you in class again. Good to see you.